Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use AGS Coaching Management module. If you are watching this tutorial in several videos, this is the sixth video in our series on how to use AGS OCM ERP tool for change planning and management. Today I will be providing you with a step-by-step introduction and an overview of how to use the change coaching module of the tool. Most AGS products are Excel based, which was a strategic decision because most people are familiar with Excel. When you open the coaching management module for the first time, you will land on the home page. After that, whenever you open the module, you will land on the page that was last opened before the module was closed. For today's tutorial, we will start with an overview of the module's home page. On the left of the Organizational Coaching Management module's home page will be the Template Database button. Clicking on this button will take you to the template database where you will input key information about your coaching audience, which we refer to as mentees. Later on, as part of today's presentation, I will provide you with a detailed overview of the template database. The red button in the middle of the Business Change Coaching module's home page is the Analytics Dashboard button. Clicking on this button will take you to the Analytics page. During today's presentation, I will also provide you with a detailed overview of the Analytics Dashboard page. The next button is the Coaching Plan and Tutorial button. Clicking on this will take you to the Coaching Plan page as well as the tutorial page for best organizational change coaching practices and framework. At the very top of the home page is a link that takes you to the main dashboard of the OCM ERP tool where you can access all modules and templates within the tool, including this one. To the right section of the home page, you will see the menu column. The first item on this column is the Read This First link. Clicking on this link will take you to a page within the module that includes some pieces of highlighted information. The second item on the Change Coaching module's menu column, the link to the Instructions and Tutorial page. Clicking on the third link takes you to AGS products page of our website where you can find other popular and frequently used change management and project management tools, templates, and samples. The fourth link on the menu column takes you to the password page where you can access the password to unlock and relock pages within this tool. The next link is the single-use license page which provides details on the licensing rights you have for using this module. Purchasing this module or tool involves a single user right of usage, and so giving this module or tool to multiple people to use is not permitted. Additional versions of this module or tool need to be purchased for other users. If you have any questions while using this module, all you have to do is click on the questions. Click to contact AGS link on the menu column to easily draft a message to the AGS support team. The next items I would like to go over on the Change Coaching Management module's menu column are the sample data buttons. While using this module, you can always view sample data for both the template database and the analytics dashboard. The sample data helps give you an idea of how you can enter your own data. Clicking on any of these two blue buttons will take you to either of the sample data pages. We will discuss these two pages in detail later on as part of this tutorial. And that covers the high-level overview of the menu column on the module's home page. Next, let us review the Change Management Coaching module's template database page. To open the page, I am going to click on this button, which will take us to the database. When you initially open the module for the first time after purchasing it, the template database will be blank because nothing has been entered into it yet. But to illustrate what this organizational change coaching module's template database will look like as you start entering information, we have added a template database with sample data to the module. You can access this template with sample data two ways. Click the Template with Sample Data button at the top of the template database, or on the home page of the Organizational Coaching Management module, click on the blue Template Database with Sample Data button on the menu column to view the sample database. I am going to click the template with sample data button. The first thing I would like to mention as we review the Communications Management Modules template database and the provided sample data is that the sample data on this page is just dummy data that has been included here for illustration purposes only. You can return to the main template database to enter data anytime by clicking the Template Database tab at the top of the sample data page. Two helpful tabs that are included on both the blank template database and the sample data page are the Home tab, which takes you out to the main page of the module, and the Main Dashboard tab that will take you to the main dashboard of the OCM ERP tool. You will see these two tabs throughout the pages in each module of the end-to-end OCM ERP tool. Just remember that Home takes you to that individual module's homepage and Main Dashboard takes you out to the main tool where you can access all modules. Let's look at the first four columns on the template. The first column, which is the Unique ID column, auto-populates with unique identifiers when you enter information about the mentees such as name, job, title, etc. These unique identifiers allow you to easily make reference to a particular mentee or row on the database. The second column, which is the status column, should be used to flag the status of the coaching for each mentee. This column has a drop-down that you can select from, and the options are in progress, pending, completed, TBD or to be determined, or cancelled or paused. Use in progress when coaching has begun. Use pending when you have scheduled coaching but are yet to begin the coaching process for this person. Use completed when you are completely done with your coaching of a mentee. What if you are done with your first round of coaching and only plan to meet the mentee on a periodic basis? Then use in progress. Completed means you are done coaching that mentee and there will be no further coaching. Use TBD to be determined if you have not yet scheduled coaching for this person. Use cancelled, paused when the coaching of a particular mentee needs to be cancelled or discontinued indefinitely or halted on a temporary basis. The third column, which is the coaching task column, should be used to input the coaching task that will be completed next. The fourth column, which is the due date column, should be used to input when a particular task needs to be completed by. The next set of 6 columns are grouped under the mentee name and contact details segment. The first column in this segment is the type of mentee column. There is no industry standard for designating mentees. Each coach needs to determine how to group his or her mentees into types that will have meaning to their organization. For our sample, we have used the following types of mentees: change agent, critical stakeholder, executive sponsor, stakeholder, supporting manager, leadership, department head, impacted manager. You can find a detailed definition for each of these types of mentees used in our sample by going to the instructions and tutorial link located in the right side menu column on the Coaching Management module's homepage and downloading the PDF tutorial aid for this module. For the first name, last name, email and phone columns, enter the mentee's name, email and phone information. Note: it is not mandatory to enter the email or phone. The next three columns are used to capture organizational details. Depending on how your company is set up, you can use the division, department, and group columns to capture the specific organizational details for each mentee. These columns use a drop-down that is populated from the data you enter on the unique list of orgs page. Watch video number 1 in this OCM ERP tool end-to-end video tutorial for a review of that page. Depending on how your company is structured, you might not need to use all three organizational columns. For example, if your firm's organizational structure only includes divisions or departments, then that's all you would need to enter. Next are the geographical location columns. Use the city, state, zip, postal code, and geo or country columns to input the geographic details of the mentee. These columns are optional. You do not have to fill them out if you don't want to. However, filling out these columns will enable you to easily see the number of mentees per each region on the Analytics dashboard page. The next two columns are change management competence level and level of coaching needed columns. Use the change management competence level column to flag the change experience level of each mentee. It is very important to identify and document the change management experience level so you will know how best to plan your coaching to ensure that you are providing the right level of coaching. Most managers are great at executing their regular daily operational managerial functions, but they don't often have the right expertise, knowledge, change management tools, or change management experience to be great change agents. To increase the implementation success of a program, project, or initiative, managers and leaders need to be coached to be active sponsors and supporters of the change, which makes a coaching plan one of the best tools you can have in your change management toolkit. The change management competence level column uses a drop-down from which you can choose high, mid, or low for the level of change management experience. Those individuals that have low and mid level of experience will require more coaching, hand-holding, and support than those with a high level of change management experience. The drop-down also has a TBD to be determined option if you have not yet determined a mentee's change management competence level. Use the level of coaching needed column to flag the effort that will be needed to coach a mentee. This column uses a drop-down from which you can choose high, mid, or low for the level of effort needed. Those individuals that have low and mid level of competence will require more coaching, hand-holding, and support than those with a high level of change management competence. For example, if a mentee is flagged as low in their level of competence for change management, then their level of coaching needed would most likely be high. This column also has a TBD option if you have not yet determined the level of coaching needed. Use the next two columns, program name and project name, to capture the project related information. In some cases, there will be multiple projects and programs, and you can identify which program or project a mentee is impacted by using these columns. Completing these columns is optional. Use the additional details column for inputting any miscellaneous or additional notes. And that concludes the high-level overview of the template database. It is not mandatory to populate all the columns shown on the template database, but it is highly recommended. Information from the database will feed into the analytics dashboard. This is what we are going to discuss next. To get to the analytics dashboard for this project management and change coaching platform, just click the home menu at the top left-hand side of this page to be taken back to the home page. When you get to the home page, click on this Analytics Dashboard button. When you initially open the coaching management module for the first time after purchasing it, the Analytics Dashboard will be blank if nothing has been entered into your template database yet. However, as you start entering information into the template database, the respective charts, data, and metrics will start to show on the Analytics Dashboard. At the top of the Analytics Dashboard page is a Refresh Analytics button. Clicking this button ensures that any data that has just been entered into the template database is reflected by the Analytics Dashboard. As a good rule of thumb, you want to click the Refresh Analytics button when you opening this page and before reviewing your analytics. To illustrate what the coaching management module's analytics dashboard will look like as you start populating your change mentee template database, we have included a sample analytics dashboard to the module. You can access this template with sample data two ways. Click the Dashboard with Sample Data button at the top of the Analytics dashboard, or on the home page of the Change Impact Assessment module, click on the blue Analytics Dashboard with Sample Data button on the menu column. I am going to click on the Dashboard with Sample Data button. Okay, so we are now looking at the Sample Analytics dashboard populated with our sample data. I want to point out the blue tab at the top of the page titled Analytics Dashboard. This tab takes you from the sample dashboard back to the Analytics dashboard for your data. The first Analytics section to focus on is the Total Number of Mentees Type section. This section provides a summarized number of the different types of mentees and total number of mentees. Mentees are the managers, supervisors, leaders, and other individuals that will be coached. The next analytics section is the coaching task status updates section. This section provides a high-level status update summary of your coaching activities and tasks. It presents the total number of mentees that have been coached completed, as well as those that are currently being coached in progress. It also shows the total number of mentees that are yet to be coached pending. Lastly, it shows the number of mentees whose status are yet to be determined, as well as the number of mentees for which coaching has been cancelled or paused. The next analytics section to focus on is the different types of mentees section. This section provides a list of different mentees types as well as the total number of mentees per each type. The next area of the analytics dashboard to the right of the total number of mentees types section is a bar chart view of your different mentee types and how many mentees you have in each type. The next analytics section is the levels of change management competency analysis section, which provides you with the holistic views of the various levels of change management experience. The next analytics section is the levels of change management competency analysis section, which provides you with the holistic views of the various levels of change management experience. Mentees with mid or low levels of change management experience will need to be supported with a more extensive level of coaching to help them fulfill their roles as change agents and managers of change. This view allows you to see at a glance how many of your mentees are in each competency level category so you can plan, support, and train accordingly. In this example, we can see that 164 mentees have a low level of change management experience, 112 have a mid-level, and 140 have a high level of experience with change management. 66 mentees are yet to be assessed. The next analytics section is the level of coaching needed section, which provides you with the holistic views of the various levels of coaching that will be needed. The chart at the top provides you with the percentage of your total mentees that fall into each level of coaching category, and the table at the bottom gives you a count of how many mentees are at each level. Mentees with mid or low levels of change management experience will need to be supported with a more extensive level of coaching to help them fulfill their roles as change agents and managers of change. In this example, we can see that 140 mentees will need a high extensive level of coaching while 164 will only need a low minimal level of coaching. The final set of analytics provide you with unique list of datasets. Breakdown by geographical region or country, breakdown by division, breakdown by state, breakdown by city. These are important views because they allow you to easily see where you have mentees positioned throughout your organization and which country, division, state, or city may be missing from this list. They also allow you to see which locations or divisions have the highest or lowest number of mentees. This information is extremely helpful in planning travel for meetings or video conferences as needed with mentees in various geographical regions. As you enter new information about your mentees into the template database, the analytics dashboard will be updated. And that concludes the high-level overview of the analytics dashboard. If ever you would like to see more views and more charts, click on this button to contact the AGS team for a quote. The coaching plan is the next section that we will be discussing. The coaching plan is the next section that we will be discussing. We will click the Home tab at the top left side of the page to go back to the Change Coaching Modules homepage. Now we will click the Coaching Plan and Tutorial button. Our coaching plan is filled with comprehensive information that will help you in creating and implementing a strategy for coaching. It provides a detailed 10-step guide that walks you through the coaching management process. It additionally includes a management and leadership coaching guide and direct report employee coaching plan. The coaching plan was designed to be self-explanatory. You can review the plan in coaching module, and if you have any additional question, please email us. Clicking the Coaching Overview tab will take you to a Change Coaching Overview that provides you with a high-level synopsis of best coaching practices. It discusses driving factors why managers, supervisors, and executives need effective coaching. If you are new to coaching management, this overview is a good place to start. And that covers the main areas and infrastructure of this AGS coaching management module. All of the information that I have provided today is documented in the instructions and tutorial page of the module. Just go to the home page by going to the top right side of the page, and in the menu column, click on the instructions and tutorial link, and you will find the job ad for using this module. I hope this step-by-step video tutorial will be a great learning process for helping you to understand how to use the coaching management module of the OCM ERP tool, as well as understanding the overall infrastructure of the module. If you have any questions or if you need additional features and capabilities to be developed for you, just send us an email and your question or request will be routed to the right contact. Now we are going to review the next module within the OCM ERP tool, which is the Stakeholder Management module. If you are watching this end-to-end OCM ERP tutorial in a series of separate videos, the video on the Stakeholder Management module is the one to watch next.